It's Friday again, is it not? And this is Good Ass Feed, where I welcome you to a place where we're nothing if not refined on Good Ass Feed. With our Keylightful, our trailer with no air conditioning, our sleeveless shirt, a rundown burger grease soaked hat. I have a selection of fine cheeses from Sartori that got a couple of Velvetanos with a little flavoring in there, one Merlot, one espresso. We've got an Asiago with rosemary and just a straight up Parmesan from Sartori. And I thought, what better way to sample this than through the lens of a ghost pepper? Because I like fresh vegetables on my little cracker trays, and I typically will put some onions of some kind, maybe caramelized, maybe not. And I thought, well, let's just add a ghost pepper to the mix and see what happens. So I've got this beautiful selection of cheeses. And we're just going to start working our way through the list. I think we're going to start probably with the straight up regular Parmesan. Which that is not. This is... There we go. So this is just a chunk of actual Parmesan cheese. And Parmesan is so delicious because it's pungent, but it's also kind of creamy. And I'm going to pair that. I love putting little bits of green onion like this. It just adds a little something to it. And then we're going to also just take a little sample of ghost pepper. There we go. And then you just have a nice little cheese and cracker tasting with, you know, the refined choice. Keylightful, Keystone Light with Kool-Aid dumped in it. But yeah, a little Parmesan through the lens of ghost pepper. Cheers, YouTube. Parmesan has a really robust flavor. What do you say? And we get that moment where the onion starts to break down. It was rich, slightly creamy. It had that serious sharpness from the Parmesan. The onion added a little bit of freshness, a little bit of cutting through that fat. And then the ghost pepper just added this nice little smoky undertone. And a little black peppery note that actually went really well with the cheese. And the cheese muted the burn a lot. It's very subtle. It's just this kind of gentle mouth tingle. Wow, that was a really nice experience, actually. Let's continue. So I think, what else we got? Merlot, espresso, and Asiago with rosemary. So I think, what's this one? Ooh, this is the coffee one. And I think this one actually might work really well with the ghost pepper because that coffee, I'm thinking, will kind of go with the smoky bitterness of the ghost pepper a little bit. A little piece of ghost pepper. Come here. Onto the cheese. Lovely. A little bit of onion. I probably should have cut all this stuff ahead of time, in hindsight. There we go. All right. Espresso. This is a Velvetano, I think, cheese? Yeah. I have to say, that's really good. I wasn't super thrilled and excited to have a coffee cheese, but it actually goes really well, especially here. I think the ghost pepper did bring out some of those elements of the coffee. Onion was a tiny bit out of place with the espresso, maybe, but the ghost pepper worked really well. And I'm getting like this cumulative kind of very gentle warming in my mouth. Like it's so subtle. And the cheese flavor is kind of blending with the heat. It's actually this is a really cool tasting experience. I like this. I might actually do this if I have parties of other similarly insane people. This would be a good way to experience the ghost pepper in a new way. I haven't really had it quite like this. Let's continue. So we've got Merlot and rosemary. So I'm going to do rosemary because Merlot is the one I'm most excited to have. And so we'll do this next one, rosemary. And this one's great. It's got big hunks of rosemary throughout. And it really has a strong rosemary aroma. Some of these are a little more subtle, like the espresso one was a little more subtle, but this one is kind of in your face with the Merlot, or the rosemary. Come here, ghost pepper. Perfect. A little bit of ghost pepper on. A little onion. A little more onion. Perfect. All right, so now we got, actually that's like a papery bit of the onion that I'd rather not have. Rosemary ghost pepper. And rosemary cheese with ghost pepper and onion. Oh, very potent. Oh, good. Okay, so it's still very tasty. The rosemary is very, very, very strong. And so I feel like this is a cheese where you kind of need to let that be the star of the show and not really try to interfere with it too much because it's so potent. It's going to win anyway. And so you'd have a cleaner flavor if you just kind of let it do its thing and back off. And so in this case, it probably would have been better without the ghost pepper or without the onion, I think, because the rosemary is just so powerful. That being said, I really like the warming sensation that you get from the ghost pepper in this setting. Like, it's very slowly building, but it's very enjoyable, and it's really just this radiant heat in the back of my throat and the roof of my mouth. It's so, so subtle. Yeah, what a nice way to snack. I really like this. Okay, on to the last one. This is the Merlot, and it's a smaller piece of cheese, so I'm just going to use the whole thing, I think. On the water cracker, and you can use all kinds of crackers for tasting stuff, but for me, especially if it's something I've not had before and I really want to get a feel for the flavor, water crackers are perfect because they stay mostly out of the way. It's really super close to a communion wafer, but not as dry or small or specific. But it's similar, and it kind of stays out of the way of whatever you put on it. So we're gonna go with a bit of onion and a little ghost pepper there. Ooh, why not? Why not? Double up on the ghost pepper for this one. There. It's an interesting aroma together because Merlot, when I think of Merlot, I think of, in the food realm, I think of like red wine reductions and lots of aromatic vegetables and stuff. And this actually plays into that really well. That's delicious. The Merlot flavor is really subtle, and it kind of steps into the background and just brings the pepper and onion together. It actually works very, very well. I was thinking it'd be a little more forward with this flavor, but it's actually really, really mild and gentle. And so it works very, very, very well in this setting. Oh, that was delicious. I have to say, this is a nice little cheese variety to buy. They got this in my grocery store. It's not super cheap. It's a little less than $10, but you get like a significant amount of cheese. You probably get close to, probably between that half a pound and a pound of cheese. And it's great for snacking. It's already cut up. It's already diced. And so if you got a party tray, people coming over, you can just bust this out easy. And all of them are very tasty. I have to say, if I had to pick one to be my favorite in this particular setting, it'd definitely be the Merlot, only because I think that flavor was a little more subtle and it did a great job of binding together, bringing together all the other things that I had going on. The other ones are really delicious too. The espresso worked really well with the ghost pepper. The Parmesan by itself, it's Parmesan, it's delicious. And I was gonna go with rosemary. It was really, really good, but I think it's more, like I was saying, the rosemary is so strong that you kind of need to let it be by itself and enjoy it that way. But all in all, it was really good cheese variety. I enjoyed that a lot. And I love this kind of thing. I love like snacking on cheese and crackers and vegetables and dips and stuff. It's one of my favorite ways to eat. Yeah. All in all, moral of the story is that A, some good cheese, you should get it. And B, adding ghost pepper to your snack tray rotation is actually not as insane as you would think. Because if you have little morsels of it with your snacks, the burn, it's there, but it never really gets away from you. It's very, very manageable, very pleasant, and it adds a nice depth of flavor to whatever you might be snacking on. And, if you got other people over, they'll look at you like you're nuts. But in reality, if they tried it, they'd realize it's not that crazy hot. It's really more about the flavor of the ghost pepper, which is insanely delicious. Ghost peppers are so good. Yeah, so if in the event that you do have a ghost pepper laying around, this is one way for you to watch your football and enjoy some snacks alongside and indulge your chili pepper side. So thank you for watching this Friday type video. Click subscribe if you haven't already. We do hot sauce reviews, chili pepper tastings of different kinds, including putting them on stuff. We do some cooking, some recipes that you can use with your spicy products, many other things besides. So click like. Also, oh yeah, click like. I got my clicking all turned around now. But yeah, if you click subscribe, then you click the bell, you'll be notified whenever there's a new video for you to consume on your favorite rectangle, and then click like if you enjoy this ghost pepper type tasting experience. Yeah, so stick around. It's Friday. I didn't get a chance to last week, but we are going to be doing a live stream tonight. So if you want to stick around, I'll put a link in the description where you can go check out that live stream. Be a little later tonight, and I'll get you back to you with more details at that time. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you out there. We're going to be continuing to indulge in the grand tradition of Flight Simulator for the promotion and success of my new second channel, Flight Sim Amateur Hour. So if you haven't checked that out, you should go check it out as well. Do Flight Simulator adventures in ultra wide for you through the lens of someone who knows not what they are doing, which, you know, we drink a fair bit, we eat some spicy stuff, and then we crash some planes, typically in very entertaining ways. So you should come out for that. But yeah, I hope you have a great weekend. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and cheers, and enjoy your ghost pepper snack when you should have one. And I will catch you next time, next week even. Monday for yet more of this type of thing in this type of trailer, or this trailer really. Yeah, until then, cheers dude. Thanks for watching Good Ass Feed.